Hey guys, Brady Height here with your daily tennis lesson. Talking today about specialty shots, specifically the forehand drop shot. As you can see, I am in dreaded no man's land, which normally we don't want to hang out here all that often. But if I start on the baseline and my opponent draws me inside the court with a softer, shorter ball, and I have time to run up to it, the drop shot's a really effective play, especially if your opponent is deep behind their own baseline. Okay, so a couple key points here on the drop shot. You guys need a grip change. We got to get into continental grip, or whatever grip you're close to for your volley, because we need a nice open racket angle to hit a drop shot, because we need to produce a little bit of backspin. Okay, besides for continental grip, you guys are going to find it's much easier to execute a drop shot with light grip pressure, okay? Because the tighter you squeeze, the farther the ball wants to travel through the court, which defeats the purpose of trying to drop it short on their side of the court. All right, so what I would prefer you guys do is grab a couple balls, stand in no man's land, and try to create a nice U shape through the ball and then slide the racket underneath. So if I've got the tennis ball sitting out in front of me here, I want to start just a little bit above, drop the racket underneath the ball, and then slide a little bit out and upward at the end of my swing. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. See if you guys can see the U shape in this stroke. One more time. Open up that racket angle, nice light grip. And you guys can hear the sound on that racket. A nice, faint, spinny sound means I didn't hit it too hard. I hit a couple of really good little drop shots right there. Okay? Keep in mind, when you guys play this shot, your opponent usually has hit you a ball that brings you inside the court. Okay? Try not to force this shot from the baseline, because the last thing we want to have is to hit a finesse drop shot that has to travel too far before it gets to the net. Because what we would love to do is have it reach its apex before it gets to the net. As you can see, that ball carried a little bit too far. So I want the ball to reach its peak height before it gets to the net, so as it crosses, it's already dropping. And you can see that took 2 bounces inside the service line on my opponent's half of the court. That's usually the sign of a pretty good drop shot. Okay, so now we got Mark here. Mark's gonna feed me a ball, and as you can see, I'm gonna play it, and usually, unless he gives me too much pace, so long as I've got that grip more in continental and the racket face nice and open, that's going to be a very effective shot when my opponent's deep at the court. Mark, let me have one more. Good. Carrying it just past those cones. If I can hit the cone right here, that's extra special. Let's go. One more. Oh, just a little too far. But I think, as you guys can see, that shot, so long as I don't force it, I don't want to hit that shot when my opponent has given me pace. They're going to struggle from that side of the court to run all the way in and get that if it has taken 2 bounces inside their service line. Okay, so that's all I got for you guys today. Please like this video down below, and if you happen to be watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much, and we'll see you guys soon.